All right, guys, Banana Man here. Got a little bit of time. I'm going to create another tutorial, and this is based around the other two large ones around farming and fighting. I'm going to do one for building, and this is setting up your buildings. And I'm going to go through the same framework. I'm going to go through how your officers research, um, command bonus and air force, how all those things can contribute to you building up your building, your resource plots, your training bases, things like that. So let me go ahead and start with officers. There are certain officers here that actually can help you with building, and I would recommend that, especially if you aren't a huge headquarters, um, and you aren't really participating a lot in deep, that you start building a good foundation by setting up these buildings. So when you go through and look at some of these technology, there are some of these like intensive development you see down here, 25%. You have some of the officers which will actually help you with building. Here's one. If I click on and do a long hold on him, it really talks about some of the things he does. Command center building construction speed. This is probably something I need to that I need to invest in. Construction master. So you have some officers that you want to set in there that can actually help you with your building. Here's another one, construction master. So you want to utilize the officers in this way in their assignment to help you reduce resource, but also reduce, more importantly, is reduce the amount of time it takes to build some of these buildings. The other thing you want to look at is, of course, your command. And let me look through here. You've got construction speed up top there at 46.4. I could probably raise that buff by upgrading this with some feet. But also those little numbers in the bottom left, the 60, 39, 40, and 60, the higher I raise those, the higher that buff's going to go up for me as well. So the stars unlock the buffs here. The type of officers can unlock the special buffs below, but those numbers in the bottom left and feet on this upgrade bottom on the upgrade button on the bottom here, those are the ones that really raise the percentage of those buffs for you. So that's another way that plays into the buffs. Research, that one's huge as well. So you open up your research here, you've got development here. That's gonna Some of those will start getting into your construction speed. When you see the bottom here, fast assemble, that raises construction speed. So you want to get in there and complete that research as well. Also, your precision technology for some of your officers that are buffing those things, you want to go inside here and you want to build up some of these officer precision technologies, because what that's going to do is it's going to add a certain percentage to the buff. So if you're taking a 90% construction speed increase, as you go in here and increase these levels, it's going to increase that buff overall for you. So don't forget to get into the lab and do your research and also do that precision research. Moving over to your Air Force, on your the plane that's garrisoned for development, that's where you're going to get your buffs from. So you want to pick gear that has good development buffs. So the ones that I have on here, I don't think I have a lot that help me with buildings. So I've got defense facility building speed. I don't think I really have anything that's helping me with a lot of building. This is really technology, training, and getting me resources. But you're going to have other gear. Now this gear is not doing anything for me because I don't have it garrisoned. But when you look around, there's other gears that could possibly help you for reducing that building time, that construction time. So you want to make sure your Air Force is set. More importantly, that in your garrison, that in your development zone, you have the one that has the best buffs for construction speed, because you have some planes that can help you with construction speed, with tactical points, and then you have some gear that can help you. So make sure you're paying attention to that Air Force as well. I think that's about it for this. Now, also, just a tip to remember: as you get higher and level. I mean, these buildings are going to take a lot of time, and they're going to take a lot of resources. It's best to wait for that building day for a lot of your big builds. Save those speed ups for the building days where it reduces your building resources consumed by 100%. So it's almost costing nothing to build a lot of those. So you don't want to waste a lot of your resources during the week, and because that's resources you can use to start building troops. So just make sure you're saving those speed ups for building day. Also, you have some buffs that you can get. You can buy these, but if you go on buffs, you see I have that's a 1 hour 20% speed up. So this is really for those times when we hit reset. It's building day. The top commander turns on a building buff for the entire battlefield, and then you make sure this buff is activated, and then you have your command buff set. You can really start to reduce time that it takes to start these builds. So make sure you're paying attention to these buffs as well before you start your building. That's going to be it for this video. As I've said in other videos, this isn't an exhaustive tutorial. I know there's probably some buffs that I'm missing on here, but this is just a good look at the basics to get you started. Again, thanks for watching, and if you want to subscribe, please do. I'll keep adding some content on Play an Army Men Strike. Thanks.